For Monday, November 17th, 2025. Day of the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Janet, may we have we had executive session from 5:15 to about 6:02. We discussed personnel and legal. And Janet, can we have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Boyce here. Mr. Bova?
Here.
Mrs. Burns?
Here.
Mrs. Delaney? Here. Mrs. McBride?
Here.
Ms. Mungo? Here. Mr. Ritter?
Here.
Dr. Singh?
Here.
Mrs. Horning?
Okay. We don't have any presentations tonight, right?
No.
No. Do we have any comments from residents on agenda items? Do we have any board member discussion items? Mr. Bella?
I'd like to congratulate anyone who might have run for the school board and won, and who happens to be here. Congratulations. You're welcome. Good luck.
Good luck.
I'm done.
Jack, you just seem so like you can't wait
For what?
to be done.
For the rest of this meeting, you're right. I'm on the edge of this seat.
I'll be right behind.
I don't, and maybe it's on the agenda somewhere else, I don't think it is. Mike, could you give us an update on the budget, the Pennsylvania budget that finally passed last week?
Sure.
The impact, I think we've seen some numbers, but I think just so that the community hears all those numbers.
Yes.
We do have a slide at the end.
We
but-
do a slide at
We
the
do,
end?
but if you want to go into detail.
Yeah, just real quick. Honestly, I'm looking at these numbers, I'm thinking, wait a minute, this is still for this year. I was thinking next year, but, because it's been so long. But at any rate. Basic ed funding is going to increase probably around 100,000. Our special ed funding is going to increase around 98,000. We did get extra money on a Ready to Learn block grant of 50,000 because the equity formula school districts were complaining, so we did get a true $50,000, and they added that to the Ready to Learn block grant, which was usually around 385,000. We're getting like 435,000 for that. But the biggest win for us is the charter school reform. They have some crazy formulas, but basically what's going to come down to our special ed kit cost right now for a gateway student for this school year is $42,280 it's going to come down to around $29,000. So that savings is a little over $12,000 per kid. And right now, today we have 31 kids in charter schools, which is like $382,000. But this is going to be going forward too. So that's going to be a big win for
From
us.
a timing perspective, then it's talking about this year, that actually is in that'll impact the current budget, right?
Right,
Because the
that's
state
this
budget
year.
is the current budget that we passed 9 months ago.
Right, thank you.
7 months ago, and
Right.
literally we did pass it
Yeah.
7 months ago because we passed it in May. And so that will actually change the budget that we're currently sitting on because we are using the guesstimates
Right.
that we always have to
Right.
because the state doesn't give us the information. Okay.
The irony is, we're starting the budget for next year.
Yes.
You will be doing that tonight when you approve the resolution. So
Yeah.
So you're
It's,
saying
you know.
that the children who are currently in a charter school that are special needs,
Right.
our cost is the amount that we send to that school is going from 42 down
To
to
28,000.
28,000.
guys, just have a caveat. I've been on 3 meetings around this since they passed it. So there are still numbers to be crunched. It's got to go to the comptroller's office. And so what we're giving you is the estimates, the spreadsheets that we received. But they also cautioned us today, just say, hey, this got to go through the comptroller's office. At the state, there's still some numbers to be crunched, and they're working diligently to do that.
The only thing I was thinking about when I was reading this is if these schools cannot stay open because of their funding, because we don't know what their financial thing is, then we will get those students back. Correct. And then we'll accommodate them. So we don't know what those numbers may potentially look like coming down. The only reason I was thinking about that, the hillside behind Target and Giant Eagle is being leveled for those 7 apartment buildings with 400-plus units that are going to go in.
Does that include cyber charter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
cyber and charter. This is cyber
Charter.
Cyber charter.
It's a cyber charter reform.
So it's not regular charter,
It's,
the brick and mortar?
Regular ed students, that's saying the same as the special ed charter school students.
Okay. So this is.
That's what's killing
cyber.
us.
But what about like when they go to like Propel or something?
face-to-face is different, in-person is different than
Okay.
cyber.
Okay, so this is all cyber, okay.
So we don't have a project, I mean, we won't know what's going to happen with that until this all gets finalized. They go,
They said they're working diligently. The last I heard, we'll probably be fine. We'll probably get our money in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
That's what they said, 4 to 6 weeks. So we're still,
Diligently for the state?
well, keep in mind, it's billions of dollars they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did get some emails. We're going to start getting money in the 10 million that they owe us. So it's a step in the right direction.
So for those cyber charter payments, we are continuing at this point to pay, which we have been at the rate, the
And then-
prior rates, and once it's
Right.
all
We'll
settled,
get credits.
then
Yes.
we'll get credit back from the
Right.
cyber charters.
Yeah.
From this year.
From this
July,
year.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
or for the whole year for the school.
Because this is, yeah.
It's retroactive back to the
Yeah.
start of the school
Retroactive.
year.
And then they'll have to start charging us accordingly once
to the
everything
rate.
gets straightened out.
Okay.
So which could be like anticipated February to be billed
Yeah,
properly,
Right.
but get the credit.
Okay.
Yes,
Is that
exactly.
subject to change annually, or was it an agreement as far as?
Well, we fill a form called a PDE 363. It's based on our cost. So next year, like Dr. Roy said, there's a lot of caveats they threw out of there, what we can deduct and what we can't deduct. So I'm thinking going forward, it's going to be in that same ballpark every year.
So this isn't just this time around, it's
Right.
into the future.
So for that cyber, and I do have a slide, I'll just hit a little bit of it now. So that formula does change every year. So we're now allowed to deduct 60% of the district's student activity expenses and 60% of the district's expenses for operations and maintenance of facilities. So that, Mike has some number crunching to do as well.
Yeah.
So it's a step in the right direction. It's definitely going to be helpful.
Thanks, Mike. That's all I have.
Everything?
No, thank you.
No. Nothing, thanks. Miss Delaney, anything? No? Okay. Mr. Zarellas, financial reports.
Thank you, Mrs. McBride. Financial reports, item 5.1, list of bills for November of 2025.
Personnel action items, Mr. Green.
Thank you, Mrs. McBride. This evening, we're asking that the board take action on item 5.1, 2 resignations, item 5.2, a rescindment, item 5.3, a termination, item 5.4, individuals requesting leave under the Family and Medical Leave Act, item 5.5, 4 individuals recommended for employment, item 5.6, 5 individuals recommended for supplemental positions, item 5.7, 1 volunteer, and item 5.8, 3 individuals employed by Student Transportation of America.
So moved.
Second.
Do we have a roll call, please?
Questions first.
Oh, yeah, we can do questions. No.
I don't think I have any questions.
I don't like to give questions. Does anybody have any questions on section 5 of the personnel to action items?
Could you just explain for the public the transportation personnel?
Yes. How can you, what looks specific?
I mean, as far as wait a minute. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of something else. Nope.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
My bad.
Well, but in general, everything else, we approve their transfer, even though they're not our direct staff, they're
Correct,
STAs,
yes.
because they have interaction with students,
Right.
so we
Approve
approve
them.
and do the background
Yep,
check.
yep.
So as they hire new people, we do
We have to-
approve them.
Right.
We approve the majority of them in August, and we do maintain copies of their clearances and other credentials.
I was thinking about, yeah, okay.
Have we historically done that, or is this a new practice?
We've done it once a year. and
Once a
then
year.
They would maybe do it twice a year, I think, but no, we're practicing that one. As soon as they come in, we're
hire
on
new
it.
people,
So you guys have updated this practice?
Yes.
No, okay, good, all right. Any other questions? You need to put questions on my thing in a different color. May we have a roll call, please?
Mr. Bova?
Aye.
Mrs. Burns?
Aye.
Mrs. Delaney?
Aye.
Mrs. McBride?
Aye.
Ms. Mundo? Aye. Mr. Ritter?
Aye.
Dr. Singh?
Aye.
Mrs. Horning?
Aye.
Mrs. Boyce?
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Dr. Chaky, Administrative Resolutions.
Thank you, Mrs. McBride. Item 6.1, proposal for Culture Cooking Club at Gateway High School. Item 6.2, proposal for Badminton Club at Gateway High School. Both clubs are at no cost to the district. Item 6.3, approved pre-calculus with limits as new resource for Gateway High School for 30-day display. And item 6.4, approve the MOU with Linkit for a pilot of the program.
Thank you. Mr. Zarellis, we're back to you with administrative resolutions.
Thank you, Mrs. McBride. Administrative resolutions, item 7.1, approve the use of facilities for Atlantic Coast Baseball LLC for the summer of 2026. Item 7.2, approve the special education settlement agreement in the amount of $5,000 on terms and conditions negotiated by Special Education Council. Item 7.3, approve to advertise requests for proposals for district copier services. Item 7.4, approve the general fund budget tax rates not to exceed the index for the 26-27 fiscal year. Item 7.5, approve the participation in an appointment of representatives to the Allegheny Intermediate Unit Joint Purchasing Program for the 26-27 school year. Item 7.6, approve and accept the district donations for $200 for fourth grade course district-wide from an anonymous donor. Item 7.7, approve the agreement with DePaul School for Hearing and Speech for Student Services.
Does anybody have any questions on section 7?
Yeah, can you explain my 7.5? What is that about?
The Allegheny Intermediate buys things in bulk like salt, paper, and we're just agreeing to be a part of that. We don't necessarily have to go like, we get our paper from WB Mason through them, and that diesel, like if you buy diesel for the buses, they have a cap. So every school district in Allegheny County goes together. It gives us more power in bargaining and negotiating a price.
And are we going to get a list of dates or whenever when ACC is going to be using our facilities, or how's that going to work?
Dates and the cost.
Dawn Hall, are you on?
Yeah, I was gonna say, why did we get, we have a letter?
Do you have a letter that says, may we please use it for an unknown number of dates, unknown number of times, at an unknown cost with an unknown repair bill?
I think he wanted to see if we were interested in hosting it again. We'll get more details on
Yeah, I was
that.
saying-
Dawn, do you happen to have any of those details?
I don't have them in front of me, but he did submit a long list that was similar to the previous several years of dates that he would use our facility. 2 years ago, they used it. It's almost in line with what we did 2 years ago. Last year was a little different because our softball field that they use for younger level baseball was not in use because of the storm damage. But we'd be back to pretty much the schedule that we were on 2 years ago. And you also subtract the time we were closed for the U.S. Open last year.
All right, we'll get that level of detail before we put it on the agenda next
John
week.
Walsh is on there?
Yeah.
John, you had sent them a letter telling them about the changes to the policy, correct? They know things are not as they have been with the policy.
They're a Class C category, so they will not be affected by the changes to Class B in billing.
Okay, they won't be, okay.
No, but we gave them a
Yes, it was
discounted
different.
rate.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll get all that.
And then
I think he-
comparison to cost of what we spent versus what they paid us.
Yep.
Yes.
Leslie, if I may jump back to the previous section,
and ask Mike Zarellas a question about this new Linkit proposal. It's sort of a data warehousing analytics service that they're going to provide for us. That'll be Dennis. That'll be Dennis or me.
Dennis?
Yeah. So what are they going to analyze? What
It's all of our student data. It's just shifting to this different program, and we're looking to, it's a little more user-friendly. The reports are presented in a more polished manner, and we think we'll be able to pilot it and see if it's somewhere that we want to move to.
They're using us to pilot test their analysis reports?
No, we were going to actually use them to pilot our data here.
Okay.
Just to see if it's more user-friendly than what we're using now.
Very good, thank you.
What are the controls on this for privacy, or have we analyzed their reputation?
On that.
Micah's analyzed
Yeah.
their reputation, and can we see something about them? Do you have anything about them? I don't want to be surprised later on down the road. Micah?
Yes, I can share their data protection agreement. I do not have that handy, but I can send you a copy of it.
Please.
Sure.
And is there a cost for this?
No.
Okay.
Does anybody have any other questions? Okay. We have no board member resolutions. Do we have comments from residents on non-agenda items? Dr. Chaky, I had a resident email me and ask me if the dog can be at the board meeting December 1st.
He's always up for being here.
To help with the
A therapy dog for us.
the stress of the swearing in.
We are getting the badges, correct?
The dog?
Yes.
Well, past his bedtime.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Right.
Dr. Rossi?
Okay, Micah.
So,
All right, we just wanted to recognize we had all the schools really did some Veterans Day activities. This is some of the elementary photos we have here. I did want to recognize the tribute at the Gateway High School and recognize Mr. Whelan for the job he did. It was a very nice event at the high school. This is the tribute wall. As soon as you walk in, it's on the right-hand side. You'll see the barcode there for a looping slideshow. So they did a great job with it. And there's just a photo and a ceremony schedule there to the left. Mr. Wallace came back, and it was great to hear the history of this program and the memorial. So it was moving and touching to a lot of people. So I just wanted to recognize Mr. Whelan for all the work that he does to recognize our veterans. And while I was there, they have the nice, they took a picture of this. Well, the winter play is just 8 weeks away or so, January 16th and 17th. So just we'll keep that front of mind. Dr. Chaky and I, along with Dr. Hoffner, at our kickoff superintendent leadership group, we did this at the high school. We do this at the high school. We decided to do this at the elementary this year. So we brought in around 20 kids and asked questions around school and what they're working on and what they like and don't like about school. So it was a great opportunity. This group was awesome. So it was great just to get in front of the kids again and just hear their perspectives of school. So it was all positive.
Do it in the other buildings too?
We're scheduled in all the elementary buildings. Yep. 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 And Dr. Chaky and Micah is going to hit a little bit on the standard response protocol and crisis go.
Just to kind of review the standard response protocol, we've already used this a couple times within the district. This first part, it's really just to get us all having a common language. Before we would talk about a specific building would be on lockdown, but we would say, okay, exactly what does that mean? Maybe it would be a modified lockdown, or this provides a communication between employees and even with parents that is very standard. When we're in a hold, what happens is it's kind of business as usual within the school, but certain areas of the school may be on hold. For example, that plumbing issue. when we had a plumbing issue at Gateway High School, that where the areas that it affected, we went into a hold. It wasn't a lockdown or anything that severe, but it was just a hold to make sure that no one came into contact with that area. A secure, this was utilized as well. This would be something in the community. If something's happening outside that we don't want kids to be interacting with, we'll be in a secure. The lockdown, that's whenever we actually say, turn the lights out and get out of sight. That's if there is an intruder within the building. So that's a very serious term. You know, when you're in a lockdown, that kicks in the Alice protocol. Students will understand that they're going to hear Alice, 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 then different directions over the PA system. The evacuate is in the event that we have to leave the school for some reason. Luckily, we haven't had to do that recently. And then shelter is connected to some weather emergencies, whether it's a tornado warning or something like that, we'll be going into a shelter. But all this communication has really been helped out by Crisis Go, and Micah's done an excellent job in working with the company to roll this out to all staff and students. Micah, do you want to add anything around Crisis Go?
Yeah, we just completed a second round of drills involving students, so students can see the type of alerts that they could either hear or see on the screen, and they won't be surprised during an emergency. So we've done that with the high school and the middle school, and we plan to roll it out to the elementary school shortly.
And the crisis goes internal. It's not for parents. It's just an internal communication. Okay.
Well, but as a parent, some of those do get communicated out, like sometimes the principals are sending out.
Yes.
Which ones tend to trigger a communication to parents? Because that's usually what.
I think as of right now, we've done every communication. If we did a hold, we'd send out a communication. Okay. As of right now, we have. Okay. Yeah. And Jeremy's just going to make this part of the monthly newsletter.
Okay.
It has been, but we're just going to put a section just devoted to this, so it's always out there.
Yeah, because the kids come home and they don't necessarily always use the same wording.
Yeah,
so then
right. So we actually had a slide deck that the teachers did with the kids, and we tried the sounds and all that, so hopefully that will help too.
Help them.
So, yeah.
We also want to acknowledge Michelle Terry, one of our school police. She is, if you've ever been to Evergreen, you know Michelle Terry. She's done an excellent job there. She's been embedded in the school culture. The kids love her. The staff really looks up to her. And we just want to acknowledge her retiring from the district, but hopefully she's going to be back to see us periodically. Excellent job by her. She'll definitely be missed. And also Piper and Sarima, 2 students at Gateway High School, were acknowledged for the Phipps Fairchild Challenge, #1 biological sculpture. And these students are shown there.
Something wrong with that one. And then this is just information for food distribution. I want to make sure our families are aware of it. It's on, if you go to the main website, scroll down to the bottom where it says latest news, and boxed in red there, sharing food resources is there for families if they need. State budget, we already talked about this. Our anticipate is underlined until they crunch the numbers, around $600,000. Again, it needs to be reviewed by the state. The big win for us will be the cyber charter school reform. Again, we're waiting on final numbers there, but we expect those to be pretty solid in benefit of the Gateway School District. And then the adequacy funding that I think we're one of 135 schools who didn't get anything, got the minimum supplement of $50,000 for that. And then we just wanted to, we have a video, promo video, we just wanted to play. Go ahead, Micah.
Welcome to the Gateway School District. Stretching across Monroeville and Pitcairn and encompassed by a caring, hardworking, and innovative group of staff and students, Gateway provides a model, career-focused education that sets your child up for success.
I love the district because of all the opportunities that kids have. Not only our rigorous curriculum, but all of the extracurricular activities, the engagement we have with kids in the arts and athletics, clubs.
Gateway's been great for helping out with the K through 12 experience. I think it's really helped prepare me for college. Gateway offers a very wide range of courses.
We want our kids to be able to graduate from Gateway and have an idea of a pathway. We want to give them opportunities here while they're still in high school to learn, to grow. What are their interests? What are their passions? What do they like to do?
Composed of 4 elementary schools, 1 middle school, and 1 high school, Gateway students experience approachable class sizes and a comprehensive education at every grade level. Top-notch educators lead the way and are supported by staff and resources that stay attuned to your child's academic and non-academic needs.
There is a very positive school culture. Everyone's a team player.
I think the culture is like really nice here. I think it's very supportive of everyone. I think connected, unity throughout everything.
I think what we really do well is embracing our community and building a culture of acceptance, a culture of learning, a culture of family.
As your child progresses through school, they'll follow the path of a career-focused education that seeks to empower them to discover their strengths and interests. Focused career learning and exploration starts at the elementary level and reaches its peak at Gateway High School, where students can choose from over 100 electives. Whether it's high-level STEM and robotics courses, an extensive arts and music department, teacher prep classes, or a plethora of family and consumer science courses, the Gateway School District provides everything your child needs to follow their dream and adapt to an ever-changing world.
The high school here, we have a lot of great electives. We have a lot of great academic tracks where the students can kind of experience anything that they're interested in.
We're constantly researching. We want to be cutting edge.
So I do think that we are meeting the needs of all of the students.
Whatever career path our students select, we want them to be able to adapt into the new situations. So whether they are going to the armed forces, they're going right into the workforce, they're going to a trade school or college, we want them to be able to adapt to those situations.
Very well done.
I want to thank Jeremy, our communication specialist. He narrated it, and he's always just trying to get all the good things happening here in the district out so people can see what we're all about. So, thank you, Jeremy.
Okay, board committee reports. We had a policy committee meeting on October 30th at 9 a.m. Do you want to speak about that, Dr. Singh?
Yeah, we just reviewed the social media policy and the artificial intelligence policy because those are more of a big lift, and so those will probably be on the agenda to be approved in January. So they're still on display if anyone wants to see what's currently in the policy, proposed policy.
And I don't believe we have any more committee meetings the rest of 2025. Is that correct? We don't have any things scheduled. All right. Do we have anybody for any of their committees have anything to report? No? Motion to adjourn?
Wait a minute. I'm ready. I gotta do my little thing yet. It's not a committee.
I know, but you were supposed to be in.
Mr. Brown told me this would be at the end, so I'm doing this. But
Okay.
before I go on to my thing, Dr. Hoffner, after her Veterans Day program, she received a handwritten note from one of the veterans, and I just wanted to read this. It says, "To the staff, teachers, and children of University Park School, this old veteran wishes to thank you all for the tribute on Veterans Day. You made this old man's day. It was my welcome home we never got. I am in the battle of my life, and this all makes me feel that my time served was worth it. Thanks so very much for making it all worth it. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you again." So this gentleman is 86 years old, and you can see what these programs mean to them. And I just wanted to make you, let you know that I'm glad our teachers and schools are doing this because it is something very good. And then, Micah, do you have my stuff ready? Which you told me to do at the end. Thank you. Okay. I received a letter from Tricia Beck, who is the manager of business administration of Macy's. We had set up a shop with our students, and our high schoolers took the elementary kids to Macy's, where Macy's had given us a $2,000 grant, and the kids each had $100 to spend. So I just want to read what she sent to us after we were there. She says, "Hi all, I was talking with Danielle, the store manager, this morning, and while Monroeville does a lot of community outreach, a lot of similar shopping events, this one was special. By the time your little and big kids were leaving for the day, I was sobbing real tears. It's not often that we in retail get to see what we do changes lives. We aren't educators teaching the next generation, doctors curing diseases, attorneys fighting for what's right. We sell socks, handbags, and sweaters and cosmetics. We know those things make people happy, but on Friday we were reminded that those coats, sweaters, gloves are more than just a coat, a sweater, or some gloves." Mrs. Warning shared a few photos with me. One student who was so excited about his gloves, he put them on and took them off the entire bus ride back to school. The little girl hugging her pink coat. One little boy wore his coat onto the school bus, even though it really wasn't cold enough for a coat on Friday. And your high schoolers. Not one of them were here just to get out of school. You could tell their hearts and minds were in this. To the two girls who coaxed the little girl to be brave and step onto the escalator. To Rocco, who treated this little kid just like he'd treat his actual little sibling or cousin or nephew. To the little girl who took her little one back out to shop for some extra socks because she only spent $70, and the girl who was insistent that she find 2 more pairs of shoes for her little one and showed more patience in the 10 minutes I observed than I've had in my entire life. I'm known around here as the crazy Christmas lady, but I'd never start that until Black Friday. On Saturday morning, I changed out my phone case to the candy canes because Gateway gave me my Christmas gift on Friday. Do you know how much that hurts a Woody High grad to say? So I just want to say our kids were phenomenal. I mean, they just did not know when they saw a new coat. They kept the tags on. They set up a brunch for these kids. Everything was decorated. They gave them gift bags when they were done. Our high schoolers were phenomenal. And our little kids, they just bonded with them. And just seeing this, it's really touching. So I just want to thank Macy's again for going above and beyond, and to everyone that participated in this. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you, Val.
Valerie, we're continuing to do some things in the district, right? The middle school sent out a thing, they're looking for codes for students and collecting them.
I don't know about
You don't
that.
know about that? Do you know anything about that to let
We
them
have some
know?
other things going on. Yes, we have the shop with the Target event coming up as well.
There's been some flyers and those. I think we had something sent out, so there's some other opportunities. Are we putting that out there anywhere to deliver?
This,
Or is that just
Yes.
individually for the schools to do?
it's most of the schools.
Okay, all right. I didn't know if that was all interrelated somehow.
Mr. John Walsh, do you have anything to add?
No, I do not. Thank you.
Coach John Hall, do you have anything?
No, I'm all good. Thank you.
Our next regular meeting is going to be here at 6 o'clock, November 24th, and on December 1st, we will have the new board oath of office and our regular meeting here at 6 o'clock.
Motion to adjourn?
Yep.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
One more, Jack.